Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Metrolink F59Phr. This is a new pack available from the 20th of February. We're just going to take a short drive with it, about 30 minutes all in all, just around in the area of LA, into the depot basically, just out left, basically, sort of towards where the Antelope will take you. We are actually on the San Bernardino route for this. What we're going to do, we'll take a look around the Locomotive, we'll look inside, get familiarised, take for a drive, have a listen. That's about it really. Looking at it, already it's a nice looking Locomotive, to be honest. It's a bit more on the traditional side of things of what I would like, to be honest, rather than the more modern examples like the F59Phr over there and the other one. I can't remember what they are. Whatever that thing is. F something. You can't really know what I'm talking about there. But yeah, this one is a bit more on the traditional side. Reminds me of some of the older Locomotive, like sort of stuff that I play on Run 8 as well, a bit like an SD40, sort of nose and stuff like that. You can hear all the noises, all the air hissing away and stuff like that. I'm hoping it's going to be quite a beefy sort of sound when it gets going as well. Now, to enter the Locomotive, you don't actually use any of these. You can come up the steps. I don't think you can use these back up. These takes you to the engine. So you can have a wander around. You can't climb up there. That's where air intake and everything is. Going up there doesn't really get you anywhere. Same again with all the doors, not down there. The side doors, they are into the engine room itself, so again you won't be going in there. To access the cab, you use the front steps, like so. There we go. Don't think you can put them there, but yeah, you enter the door there, so before we do, just going to put down here. The general look of it is very clean. It does match the stock, be clean to be honest as well, but yeah, there's not really any weathering at all. I would maybe expect some weathering, but then again the licensing may have prohibited any form of dirt. Could maybe tarnish the brand and stuff like that, so unfortunately sometimes licensing you've got to abide by, well you have to abide by a license to get the license, so if they've been told they have to have pretty pristine looking locomotives, then that's what they've got to do to secure that deal. There is a bit of dirt on the front there, some speckles on the front there, but not a great deal, sort of like fly splatters. But yeah, no dirt up the side, which would be nice, bit of sort of dirt from the brakes and stuff like that, like the bogey, that are very clean. It's like it just come out of the works, but it's not the end of the world. It keeps in, at least with the other locomotives on the route, because they are all a bit of a clean themselves. Yeah, so down here, like hoses, couplers, stuff like that. Great rigging of stuff in there, you can see. Can you fuel it? It does work. You can potentially, if there's a fueler, fuel your locomotive if you're going to drain it. Apparently it's already empty for you. Pretty certain that shouldn't be empty. So, and we're not going to bother looking at the stock. The stock isn't new. The locomotive is new. Look on the platform. We've got 867 for this journey. The marker lights look like they're potentially on at the minute. The red lights, they are classed as marker lights. Got the number panel on as well. We'll need to put the headlights on. However, when we set this locomotive up, we're going to climb back up. You can actually hear the footsteps in the climbing up the ladders, which is nice. Right, so, into like so. So, coming in here, it already looks actually, there's a bit of grubbiness in there, some chip paintwork on the floor, maybe some oil. Not much more in there, really. Light, can we turn that light on? I don't know. Switch. there. Ah, there we go. Oh, there is lights. There we go. Nothing much more to say about that. So, you might be familiar with that. If you listen, a very subtle Class 66 sort ofness to it. It's not a Class 66. Not a Class 66 sound set, but it has that distinct sort of nun, 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 sort of noise in the background, just coming away to itself. It works all this, so you can change, so you can get your data stuff. So, our data, is that the one? There we are. It tells you everything that's going to happen whilst you're moving. Click on that screen as well. You can exit that. Like so. Right, so that I think to be on data. Right, so we'll leave that as that. So you can't go in there. These doors do not open. Oh, there is. Fuse box. You can turn all sorts on here. There's ERTMS speed. I don't have a clue what that is. I'm not going to mess with it. I'd have to learn. All these are essentially on, bar the heated window. Door light. No. And disable the ATS. What else have we got in here? Generator field. You need all them on when you want it to power up, that sort of stuff, so you don't want them off. They need to be in the upright position. There's some battery switches and fuse and bits and pieces in there. Again, basically, we're not going to touch any of that because we don't really need to. Coming to this side, I'm just going to have a look what we've got. But I don't think we need to really faff around with any of this, essentially. So we'll leave that. And up here, I know it's stuff platform lights. Essentially, that's all right. Everything's cut in. So, second man seat, your engineer's helper. So, engineer and conductor, basically. The CCTV camera. It's like something on the front of my house. Rather obnoxious, isn't it? Do these work? They don't work. That's what. Do they sit in there? No, they don't. That's a shame. The that all works, but the conductor's lines don't actually animate. That wipers. Oh yeah, it's a wiper. Yep, that works for that bit, but that one doesn't, sadly. I wonder if that was meant to work and maybe just forgotten about. Who knows? Right, what we've got down here? Got the emergency brake valve, fire extinguisher and stuff like that. We've got nothing on the back of there to play with. Speedometer up there. It tells you if anything's cut out, bolts and stuff. Presuming these will work and might indicate things along the way. We'll take a look at that. Potentially we might see something while we're moving. We've got none of this like set. We only set the lights in a second. So just going to check down here. So we've got the gauge lights are on, step lights are on. Everything is on the up on that side. Marker lights are up. That's the fans, we don't need that. So I'm going to jump into the driver's seat. Get the windows open because we're going to listen to that in a minute. So first things first is put the power handle in. We're going to brakes into passenger mode, so we're obviously pulling passenger cars. Top. All this up to the top. Was why the heck not. Headlights front, so they are going to be on. I'm going to put on bright and pitch lights. That's right, so I'm going to double check this because I don't have a clue. So those are on. I feel like the marker lights are still on. Could be wrong. Pitch lights, well, headlights, bottom. Maybe the marker lights aren't on, I don't quite know. There must be a switch somewhere, but I've not got a clue where it lives. It's hard to tell. Maybe they're not. Maybe at the back. You've got to tell it. No, maybe they're not. Maybe it's just a way the texture is. It is really hard to tell whether they're on or not, to be perfectly honest with you. There must be something somewhere that the press. Probably really blind at this point. But yeah, right. So what we're doing? We're going straight out. So we've got the road. We've been running a little bit late here, but so let's get that off. Take the brakes off. Ooh, the light on the horn lights up. If I've done this right, it's going to work. It's going to move. It's not because I'm putting it forward. Try again. Oh. We move! Fantastic. That means I've done it right. Now technically I probably shouldn't have blasted the horn leaving here. Bells are sufficient. I've got that from my Run 8 playing. I blast the horn when I set off. On freight, which is what you do. It does sound a bit like a Class 66. A bit, not fully. There's a distinct sort of sound to it. I can't remember if it's 12 mile an hour coming out of here. I haven't got the speed stuff set up on my HUD. Flashing yellow, which is approach medium. Man, now it sort of has that distinct 66ness to it. That bell off now. Have a look at the top. Got little fans working. Nice horn to be honest, that. Got a nice fade on it. I can feel it sort of driving this more than what I would with the normal stock. Got a bit more of the retroness to it. That's a bit more like a proper diesel, not like more of the modern stuff. All computers and all singing and dancing. So it reminds me of the Locomotive of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I think it was San Andreas. That train. It looked like that. The speedometer actually is a digital one where it basically goes up in dots. We're doing at 15 at the minute, but I might be speeding to be honest, but God knows. I don't really know what the keybinds are to try and change the 30 comes in there. Oh, there we are. It is actually it's 30 mile an hour. I'll put a bit more down. It's not a long drive, I'd say it's about 2 miles. It's just basically to give you a quick look at what this pack is. I didn't want it to be a long-winded video. The streams out there that DG have done the full thing with it. Just to... yeah. But... we are crossing over here, I think. That looks a bit. We are. As the depot isn't too far ahead. I'm going to play with dynamics. It actually doesn't sound bad. Whereas some of the older locos, the dynamics sounding shocking. In the CSX stuff, it's like reverse audios and that compass side of things. The dynamics sound, in all honesty, cack. It's just like reverse sped up sounds. That actually looks like it sounds and works properly, so that's nice. I'm even pressing buttons on run 8 now to turn the bell off, and that's wrong. I don't think the lights are on up there. I think it's just the way the textures look. Just looks right with that stop. It's nice to have another locomotive finisher, just to add a little to it. But I would like to see it working tram. Just an AI tram going over the top. I believe there is a mastery. I haven't unlocked mastery, but it does actually put some trams in that depot. Maybe one day I'll get them. Play enough of the routes. Miles per hour as we are approaching the depot. I will put the links in the description, obviously, for the page. When this video goes out, it's going to be available, obviously. So, if you want to pick it up, you grab it. Apparently there's a hang going on here. I don't know what the heck's going on. In your own time game, that would be fantastic. I do seem to have some issues on this route. I've noticed them time ago. Some of the core ones seem to be a bit like it does work, apparently. What you've seen there is obviously the hang now. I've actually cut some of that out because that was just ridiculous. For whatever reason it's caused that, I don't quite know. But I do sometimes seem to suffer from the core stuff, like the core routes. I don't see why this would like this suffering though, because there's nothing really going on. Oh, there's millions of trains. But never mind. But anyway, I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, I was saying it's just nice to see something complement the other locos. Just fills out that timetable some more. More options to drive. It's always nice. Yeah, the description will have all the links in there. Time of this one going out, it'll be on PlayStation straight away. It'll be later in the day for the Steam link, so the link will come up later in the day. But if you're on the console, you'll pick this up. It will be obviously you can go to your store on your respective platform and pick them up. These locos are derived from a GP59 freight locomotive. The F59Phr was designed in the 1980s. We are very well accustomed to it. JT as well. Well, 1980s stock. That's why I'm going to the right place here. I'll double check which track we're going on. Yes, we are. So yeah, the F59Ph itself, designed in the 1980s, delivering new passenger diesel equipment to emerging commuter networks. Kitted out with 3,000 horsepower and head-end power, the F59Ph was among the top brass of locomotives, making them a clear candidate to work in tandem with the modern cars and capable of handling busy schedules. You can just see the suspension there as well, that's quite nice. Really bobbing about. First settling into service in Toronto, Canada in the early 1990s, saw a fleet of the locos ordered for Metrolink to embark out of Los Angeles and run across their sprawling Californian network. As years have rolled by, so has technology. But despite two newer diesel types in traffic today, the F59Ph hangs on in the form of the F59Phr, a rebuilt variant which can meet modern emission standards, hence the R designation in the name. As part of their age, the Metrolink F59Phrs still hang onto their classic white undercoat, a stark contrast to the silver sheen of their passenger equipment. The F59Phr comes accompanied with Bombardier high-level cars in their grey liveries and accompanied conductor mode. So the routes for this are San Bernardino and the Antelope Valley, so you'll see them on there. And the F59Phr will be available to operate in the time-tail mode across both Metrolink routes available for Train Wheel 5. In San Bernardino line, included with Train Wheel 5 Standard Edition, Metrolink trains power through the LA suburbs and out to the east-west route to San Bernardino via 57 miles of track and 15 stations. At LA, trains pass the freeway and run effectively alongside the road traffic before branching out to the city. Built-up residential areas and industry fade out into the landscape of smaller towns served by Metrolink commuter services, passing by Kaiser Mill and the Auto Club Speedway station, which only serves passengers on race days. On the Antelope Valley line, this was part of Train Wheel 4 Standard Edition and is now available as a separate route add-on for Train Wheel 5. Where we're going here. Feel like we are alright. It should be so. You never know. Sometimes they're not. We're going on to track 4. But whilst we're just trundling along, the real world route has origins of the late 1800s and a closed passenger and freight traffic in the 1970s before reopening as a commuter rail service in the 1990s. Trains also depart from the impressive Los Angeles Union Station, but this time head off in the direction of Santa Clarita in the north, before returning eastwards to Palmdale in the north to Lancaster via a brand new station at Vista Canyon. Using Train Wheel 5's route hopping feature, players can now use both routes available to hop between them at LA Union Station. This feature is also available on the San Bernardino depot for players that own Calm Pass. The result is potential gameplay sessions have involving 3 Metrolink passenger locomotives and the station across 2 of their routes from San Bernardino to Lancaster, with a break at LA Union Station. Free roam will also allow players to spawn the PHR locos onto other USA routes in their collection, and Canadian National Oakville Subdivision route add-on, where these locomotives originally ran under another operator prior to their move to California. Schedules and scenarios. The F59Phr will substitute into passenger services on both San Bernardino's line and the Antelope Valley lines, mixing things up with the F125 and the MP36PH-3C locomotives. There will be 3 scenarios to play on the Antelope Valley line. These feature a service where one of the locomotives is taken out of service for scrapping, a celebration of service anniversary prior to the introduction of the newer locomotives, and a service involving the recovery of a failed locomotive. The shame there's none for the San Bernardino line. They've all been put on Antelope, which is interesting. I don't know why they've not done some for each. But yeah, that's that. So Train Wheel 5's Metrolink F59Phr locomotive add-on, obviously releasing on the 20th, which is the day this video has gone out. But Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 5, Epic Games Store and Steam for the price of $16.99, £12.99 or €15.99 respectively. There we have it. Just going to trundle this thing. I think we're going to the fuel road by the looks of it. We might actually, essentially, we could probably fill the loco up pretty well afterwards, and then we can finish things off. It'll let me. I don't know if you can actually use the fuels in this depot. I've never even tried. I've never even been in here. But it does look like you can. Yeah, there is a fuel nozzle on it. So we might be lucky enough to be able to do that. But these are known of what they are as a non-revenue service. Just so basically, it's an ECS. Going onto the shed, onto depot. Even though there's people on the train, that is a core, which is really annoying. I do wish I would see that fixed. It's been broken for so long. This is the CMF Depot S&I track 4. And there we go. Wipes up there for this side as well. Got reading light as well. Does it even work? It does. You can't see it from that seat. Wait a minute. 1M. Wait, 1M. Actually wants me to go and do something else, Belsley. I didn't realise do that, but do you know what I'm going to do? Before we do that, I'm going to try and fuel the loco. Why not? Let's try and do something. We're empty. We're running on fumes down here. We need some fuel. I've not done this for ages. Yeah. How do I do it? Oh, that's it, isn't it? It's that. Steady on. Oh, they're up. I don't think the needle's working. So I don't know how much is in it. That'll do it. Just give it a splash. So, take that back out. These things don't get enough use in TSW. Right. Back in. My bad, I thought we were done. Didn't realise we had to do something. We'll just have the top light on there. So we are going... Oh, we're not. We're going up there. Essentially, it's actually put us in here so it can make us fill up, hasn't it? It's just put the moment in there. Just it gives us time to go down and bonk some juice in it. Oh, that's cool. Go, go, go. What was meant to be, yeah, it's actually about half an hour. We've been going for about 24 minutes, but I'm going to drive up there. I don't know if we're doing anything else yet. No, we're not, that's it. That makes sense. Never been down here before, so it's all new territory for me. I've been past here on a drive like once or twice. Yeah, it's not something. It's not really I really use very often. Like going up, I don't use the Antelope Valley. I'll probably go back on it at some point because it is a nice route. Nice mixture because you obviously got a passenger side, then it has the other side where you can do some freight operations as well. So it's a nice mix. I'm gonna screenshot you. Not very inspiring. This is it at the minute. Will be the minute when I finish with it, hopefully. Colour in there. A bit of attic clouds. Not that bad. Bit of light on the side there. As I said before, by the sounds of it, does actually come with the coaches as well. Not just, you know, you might want to buy it, not you actually have these two routes. You might want to dump it on something else you've got. That makes sense. Close it now. A bit of text at the top. If you've got any thoughts or comments, do plonk them in the old chat down below. Do try and get back to everyone as and when I can in between work. Do my best. That's what I'm doing. Whole sequencer. Isn't even doing much. No, nothing. I'm presuming if you press the whole sequencer, it's meant to do the obviously the two long, one short, and then another long. Doesn't seem to be doing anything, so God knows. And we've not really done much with it in terms of like going along, but the audio does sound strong from what I've heard. Doesn't sound like it's used from a Class 66 either. Very shortly. Try and get it on the mark, because if you don't stop at the right place, sometimes these tasks don't quite like it. Wonderful. Now I want to go back. I'm not going back, I'm going to leave it there because I feel like it's just... I'm not going back there. I'm going to leave it there because we'll be here tonight till Christmas with it. It's just trundling back and forth a depot, and that'll just bore everyone to Kingdom Come. So, what you're seeing there, it looks like a solid addition to the routes. If you like these two routes, then go and get it. Go and add to your variety of what you may see on your drive, and add a bit of extra so you can actually drive something else as well. For me, I'm definitely going to do this on a stream. But I think it'll be a nice run. I might actually do it up the Antelope as well, to be honest. been a while since I've been on that route, so nice to revisit it properly. So yeah, watch that space. That may well come up on an upcoming stream very soon. But until next time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit your notification bell for future videos, and catch us on Twitch on a Monday and Friday for a mixture of Tracing Classic, Tracing World, Run 8. We're doing a bit of everything at the minute. So yeah, come and join us there. And again, description, link is there. It'll be there obviously at the right time. I can get it into there. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you very soon for another video. Bye for now.